Welcome back to the second episode of the Tales of Rumhyek. Last time we were able to get this beautiful starter base. That's right, it's beautiful. Don't lie about it. We got it set up. Yeah, look at it. Look at the chest. But this time, we need stuff. We need resources. How are we supposed to build productions without loads and loads of cobblestone? Oh wait, we don't need cobblestone. I mean, diamonds. Yes, we need diamonds in order to build, the best things in the world. Alright, so let's get digging so that we can get straight into what we want to do. That's right, build productions. Roll that time lapse. When I decided to make this Let's Play, I wanted to see how I can take Minecraft to the next level for myself. Like you, when I start the Minecraft world, I find myself lacking in purpose or reason to play. So then you're like, well, I guess I'll build a house. But then you're like, well, why? Why did you build in the house? I'm just safer over there in that hole. I guess it's pretty, but there's no real reason. And some of us are like, well, let's come up with a reason for the build. The more technical people will be like, I need somewhere to put all my stuff, so let me build this really cool sorting system. Yeah, I don't really have a reason for the stuff. And then others might come up with a reason with some kind of backstory, like, well, there's a sealed tomb where the late King Uglaf lives, and they might theme it towards maybe a medieval castle idea. Me personally, I typically lean more towards the technical reasons. Now, I thought to myself, what could I do to Minecraft that would bring meaning to this game of near unlimited possibilities that someone hasn't done before? That's where I came up with the idea to turn the builds into the game, that house, and into an actual TV-like show. So take old King Uglaf. Instead of just building up his castle and saying, this is where he died and that's how he lived, and actually record his story and bring it to life through a video. Now, for me, the best way for telling stories is to treat it as if I was playing a game like D&D. And just like with any D&D games, there's players, and, well, I decided that we're going to use Rumhyek, which happens to be my first D&D character I've ever made. I plan on using this character Rumhyek to interact with the story as our protagonist. With that, we might build up King Uglaf's castle, but for some reason more like we're in the search for this mystical sword, and King Uglaf's lead blacksmith made it, and we need this sword to slay the dragon before he destroys the city. Something like that. As for the story, I wanted to stick to more lighthearted and funny videos. I really wanted to focus on the essence of what I think makes Minecraft Minecraft. So the world will be set in Minecraft, and Rumhyek, the character, will know that he's in a game. I think that's going to really open up some real funny ways to poke at the exploits and oddities of the game. And of course, we'll do my best to incorporate as many action scenes as I can, because you don't know this yet, but in my D&D campaigns, I have a tendency to go on the side of epic. Maybe more than I probably should. And you might be asking yourself, well, how are you going to accomplish these ideas? Well, that makes two of us, because I really don't know. But I really do enjoy problem solving, and I think that's what's going to excite me a lot more about trying to do this. Some ideas that I had planned on doing is swapping out resource packs or using lime green concrete as green screens to, swip things in and out. Maybe rigging up redstone contraptions to help me handle key events in the story. Like I'll burst a skeleton when I step on that pressure plate, or maybe some smoke particles rise from the ground when we walk into this foggy area. Things like that. That leads me to where our story begins. Rumhyek is going to start off as any common other person. He's just a normal guy. He's going to live in a small rundown village called Black Ridge Pool. This is a small mining operation where basically you live there, you don't get anywhere else in your life, you die there. Now, the spice of the story, there's going to be a neighboring city called Lightcrest, and it's going to be a beautiful city with far more advanced technology and whatever than Black Ridge Pool. I want to use these two cities as the first setting to add a bit of tension to our world that we're going to be building. And I find that adding a bit of tension always makes for a good story. Oh, and did I mention that Lightcrest is a floating city that's parked directly above Black Ridge Pool? I don't think I did, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you can guess the folks at the Black Ridge Pool don't care much for the fancy do-gooders of that up to the up city. with that, basically means the way we're going to start this is I need to go out and find suitable locations for both cities. And those locations I'm thinking about is basically for Black Ridge Pool, I'm going to use a swamp because that really has some nasty block colors, some ugly water, and I really think we can make it look like it's run down. And then Lightcrest, on the other hand, I want to use like a jungle, which has really vibrant colors, so the trees look pretty and everything looks great. And so we're going to begin by looking for, hopefully we can find a swamp right beside a jungle. Well, let's jump back into the game and see what we got from our epic timing excursion. Yeah, I'm hoping we're fully geared up. And from the looks of it, I think we are. Welcome back. As you can see from my armor now, I am fully geared up and ready to go. That's right. I even found a glitch I'll have to show you in a second. But as you can see here, got a full fortune ready to go pickaxe. A silk touch mending one. Axe needs some little bit of needs mending. Pretty much the rest needs mending. I was only able to get 2 mending books, but besides that, I mean, I got sharpness 5 on my diamond sword. I didn't really want flame. Got a really nice bow. Got 2 shovels. I always like having a silk touch shovel and a normal shovel. I got, you know, the magical fishing rod. Now, here's the crazy thing. Okay, so as you might have seen in the time lapse, I got some really crazy armor. So there's a bug right now in the enchanting table, and it basically, well, first off, let's walk over there real quick. All right. Turn around. All right, so I have a full enchanting. I love this thing, by the way. It really helps. Makes fishing farms even more OP than normal. All right, so I take this here iron shovel. I got a full array of bookshelves. Look at this, level 30. Oh, hey, this one's actually nice. They have been like efficiency 1, efficiency 2. Anyway, but besides that, I mean, I got probably projectile protection and protection when I got this in the enchanting table. And then over here, I was expecting that the books would remove the extra pieces, or at least only give me one of them. But nope, it just let me add them on. So as you can see here, my my helmet has protection, projectile protection, blast protection, fire protection, and aqua affinity. I don't have respiration yet, but I think that's pretty good. I'm breaking 3, protection 3, projectile protection, fire protection. This is ridiculous. I figure why not take advantage of it. If I had to deal with a lost shovel, like this thing ate my shovel once, so I gotta be very careful. Well, then I guess I deserve to have these free enchantments. Also, I went ahead and well, I needed more storage, so this wasn't enough, so I added these doors for safety. But started storing, you know, my extra cobble, books, and that over there leads towards where I'm doing some farming. I can show you that in a little bit, but and then down here, I now have my fish farm, which are super simple to set up. Just a little golden pressure plate, hopper, a fence post, this iron trap door, and as you can see, a note block. That's all you need. Down here's where I have one of these handy dandy disenchants, and so you basically come in here, you're like, oh, let's see if I can't find one that I haven't disenchanted already. Ah, there's one. So, yeah, efficiency 4, that's a good book. Let's go in here like, oh, I don't need this anymore. And then I get rid of it. And a free experience. It's really nice. So it really helped me out with that. But I also, you know, connected this through. So now I have direct access to my bed, and it kind of makes just traveling around here easier. Another crazy thing that happened during this, I was hoping, I was walking over here, and I heard this noise. I was like, what is that? Is that a oh, hey buddy. Fully geared up. You're in trouble. Ooh, he ate that. I heard this llama. I was like, oh, it's one of the llamas. I got really excited. I started recording, looked all over. Yeah, that's the noise right there. Yeah. Couldn't find him. He probably died while I was AFK'd. But yeah, there's another one up there. And then later on, it happened again. Right over here. Let's see. Well, he might have ran away, but there should be one right over here. I didn't end up keeping him. There was two of them that was sitting over here. Who knows? Zombies might have killed them. Yep, there's one. There's the other one. Yeah, so they're actually pretty common. The trader. So hopefully we'll see a traveling merchant, and we'll be able to capture them. And when they do add, oh, you scared me, man. When they do add the AI, we'll hopefully be able to retrade with them. So I'm looking forward to that. And they look really cool. But they probably just stood there and died from the zombies. Let's see. What else happened while we were gone? Well, I can't think of anything else. But so now that we got geared up. Now that I have this allows me to not worry about breaking stuff. I can now shoot my bow without worrying. I'm glad I got slave on it. These things are great. What's our plans now? Alright, so got geared up. Ready to do the story. Now, what we really need to do is go out and find that swamp biome. You know, for Black Ridge Pool. And then hopefully we can find a jungle biome right beside it. I'm probably going to use that tool online to look at the biomes, because I really want to try to avoid as many biomes as I can as they add new villages and update the villages as they go. So yeah, let me get back with you, and I'll probably pull that up and we'll see what we can find. Okay, so pulled up Biome Finder on chunkbase.com/apps. Yep, looks like where we are, about 3,000 blocks due west, is a large jungle with a little bit of swamp around it. I'm hoping that'll work out. If not, it looks like just north of that jungle is another jungle with a swamp biome by it. So let's go check that out real quick and see if that's going to do what we need. That's a pretty view. Just came up over the savannah. I figured I'd stop. Ooh, look, is that a big ship? Yeah. Oh, it's a coral reef. Sweet. All right, I like that a lot. Ooh, turtle. Sweet. Head straight that way. Almost there. Okay, so we found the spot that had the swamp and looks the jungle right beside each other. And I have to say, it's pretty good. The the swamp's a little smaller than I'd like, but I think we can get away with that. So partially what I want, I mean, and you see how this river is cutting through it. So it looks like there's some more over here. But it looks, see how green it is there and how ugly it is in the swamp? Yeah, I think this will work. Well, obviously we won't have water, it'll be ground. We'll have a little bit of pools. I'm thinking this might be the Black Ridge. I don't know. Like, so we might put a big Black Ridge. We'll have the light crest up over here. And then we'll have Black Ridge Pool right down over here. Then we'll probably snake all the way over here, and we'll cover this up since we don't want pretty blue water. Well, I really hope you enjoyed today's time lapse at the beginning of the episode. It was really important for me to get geared up and ready to go. As for next episode, we're going to focus heavily on the idea of what block palettes to make these two cities out of. Maybe starting a small smarter base here and potentially going to the Nether. If you've been enjoying the series, please leave me a like and subscribe. Also, if you have any comments on any suggestions on what we might do in these cities, leave me a comment and I'll be glad to look at that. Until next time, this has been Rumhyek. Goodbye.